Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Val, LVG, back at it. So, today I have something special, a box opening for you guys. We're going to be reviewing, we're going to be opening this beauty right here. You guys can see the new Xbox One Elite 2 Series 2 Elite controller. So we're going to be open this and seeing what it's inside and how the controller looks like and how does it feel, right? So just roll it. Right, so here is the controller. Well, that is actually the box. So when I was opening the box, I just discovered something. There is a thing here, a small opening right here at the back of the box. So there is a small socket right there. So what that socket is for the actual charger that goes inside and it charges the controller. You can actually charge this controller from the actual box. You'll need to ever, get it out of the box. So that's a really nice, cool feature on it. Let's open this. Right, so we get presented with this beauty. This controller is absolutely amazing. Right, so as you guys can tell, right here is the, let's get this out. There we go. So right here, it's where you charge your controller. It's right there. You can see it's got like 3 pins, and on the back of the controller, there's 3 pins which go right in there. So that thing, actually, you don't need to use this thing all the time. You don't need to use the box. You don't want to use the box because, it looks like it's a bit big and stuff. You don't have that much space. What can you do with this? So what you can do with this is you can pull this out, which is basically, this is the charger. Now that's the charger, all of this. So you can pull this out, put it on whatever platform, because as you guys can see, the socket is right there. If you want to focus, do you want to focus on this? There you go. The socket is right there. So what happens is, you just plug that in, boom. You connect your USB, connect your USB, and you have that platform, and you can put your controller in here, no issues. So that's a really nice, cool feature, because you don't need to be using this box all the time. You can just use that little thing, and that's it. And it's magnets. It's a magnet. So it's magnetic. You just put it in there. It sticks in there. Doesn't move. You can put it, oops. You can put it upside down and it doesn't fall. That's how it is. Oops. That's a little tool that I will be speaking about right now. So there is a small tool in here. So that tool, what is that tool going to do? That tool is going to adjust the tension on your thumbsticks. So you can make it stronger or softer just by turning this little thing. You turn it and you make it a bit more, that feels like really good. That feels good, actually. You can adjust the tension. You can make it loose. You can make it stronger, like the old Xbox One, Xbox 360 controllers. Yeah, you can adjust the sensitivity, not the sensitivity, the tension of the thumbstick. This is a really nice feature. I didn't actually think it was going to make that much of a difference, but it does make a big difference. It does make a big difference. The tension of the thumbsticks changed that drastically. That's actually really good. Other than that, we have the pad. Nothing different. You got the old pad right here. A small one that we are used to. Nothing different in there. I was actually wondering because I have the old Xbox One Elite One controller, which is I would say is really good. I mean, this controller is absolutely amazing. I was wondering if this thing was going to fit onto the new one, and it actually does. So your thumbsticks and your parts from the Elite controller one fits on the Elite controller 2, which is a really nice, cool feature. Also, what else do we have in here? You got three different, you guys can say because it's not turned on, but there are three different profiles that you can set on this, which you can change just by pressing on this button here, and you got three different profiles: capture, start button, and the Xbox button. As always, that hasn't changed at all. Bumpers and triggers. Triggers have changed. Triggers have a little bit of grip here. There's a little bit of grip in here. So that's the only change I would say that it's been from the other controller. Three profiles. I mean, if you play different games, I tend to play like Destiny and then maybe Fortnite and Monster Hunter. So I have like three different profiles for every single one of them, which is, you know, it's really nice. It's really cool. Other than that, what shall I show you? By the way, if talking about games, I forgot to mention it, guys. If you want to check me out, I actually stream on Mixer. So if you guys want to check me out, my name on Mixer is Lord Val Gaming. Same as here, no spaces. And yeah, I stream Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I stream games like, you know, Destiny and Fortnite, a little bit of, you know, try to mix and match, Call of Duty sometimes, even Monster Hunter. I love games. I love playing with the community. If you have time to check me out, that would be much appreciated. I would love to see you guys on Mixer. Right, so let's go on to the back of the controller. Back of the controller, that's what the changes have been made. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The buttons already feel like they have more like a click feeling to it, which this one is good. I'm not don't get me wrong, it's actually really good, but this one feel like they have like more of a click, more tension, more resist to the buttons. That's actually really nice. The size of the controller is also a tiny bit smaller than the other one. I don't know if I can get like a comparison here from my, you know, holding it with my two hands. But this one is a smaller size than the Elite controller one, which is, you know, really nice. It's a tiny bit smaller. The Elite controller became a bit too big in my opinion. If I can speak, and this one feels a tiny bit smaller, which is really good. But the front, we have the concave thumbsticks. We got the thumbsticks as usual. You know, longer throw, concave, and the previous Xbox One like thumbsticks. And you can also use the thumbsticks from your previous Xbox One Elite controller and put it in here. And no, they don't fit in here. Oh, I thought they were actually going to fit. Well, thumbsticks cannot be used with the new Elite controller. Previous Elite controller, thumbsticks only work with the previous controller. They don't work on the new one. I'm just looking. No, it doesn't work. No, they don't fit. The previous ones don't fit on the new one. Unfortunately, I was hoping they did, but they don't. So let's get rid of this box over there on the side. So let's go for the back of the controller that I was telling you guys about. Back of the controller. So the changes start here. No battery box. Absolutely no battery box. There is nothing here. Only the 3 pins where you can see on the Elite controller. This one, it has a battery box, which you can pull out and put your batteries in here and pull it back in. That's gone. No more batteries, no more issues with the batteries. Just plug it and that's it. By the way, charging is a USB-C. That's a USB-C. If it wants to focus, USB-C right here. There is a good side and a bad side about not having your battery here. What happens when because batteries tend to wear off. Batteries wear off very, not very often, but they wear off after some certain time. What's going to happen? I don't know. I need to, play with it for a long while and see how the batteries last, how much the battery is going to last. And how, like, is it going to give me any issues? Is it going to stop charging very soon? So that is actually a good question, because these ones with the Elite One controller, I changed the batteries a couple of times because the original batteries lasted about a year or so, and I actually charge my controller very often, which is I charge the controller not very often, but I do charge it to the full, completely when I charge them, and I don't really misuse them. And they didn't last more than a year to me. I'm wondering what this one is going to feel like. Other than that, we got 3 different tensions for the controller. We got very short, middle one, and the long one, which is the long throw. Long throw already feels like smaller than the previous one for some reason. Let me just test it out. We can test it out with both of them here. So this one already feels smaller than this one on the long throw. So it feels a tiny bit smaller. Also, there's 2 more stoppers in there. So that's actually really cool. The smallest ones, that's actually amazing if you're a Call of Duty player or even a Destiny player, any FPS first-person shooter player. That's actually really good. It's really, really quick. The throw is like literally next to nothing. That's all the throw there is to it. Yeah, that's really cool. I might get used to the shorter throw. I think I like it. Paddles are also smaller. Paddles are also very small. Compared to the previous one, the paddles feel a lot smaller. Let me just compare the size with you guys here. So you can take this paddle. The paddles actually fit in here. I know they fit because I've been told. There you go. They do fit perfectly. So this is the old paddle. This one here. That's an old paddle. Can you focus, please? There you go. That's the old paddle, and this is the new one, and this is the old one. The long one is the old one. So yeah, I don't know what I like. I think I actually prefer the new ones. They're smaller and the click feels a lot better. Than these ones. The click on these ones is good, but it's very, very like unnoticeable. When on these ones, the click is like, you can really feel it. You feel the click is going. So yeah, I actually feel that as well. I like it. I like this one a lot better than the previous one. So Microsoft has gone all out on this one. They have, improved on the previous controller, which is, it's a big, there is a big difference. It's a smaller size. Weight-wise, this one is a lot lighter than the previous one. Everything feels a tiny bit better. Everything has been improved. Is it that much for you to go and ditch this one to buy the new one? In my opinion, I have to wait and see. Because I'm not quite sure of that. Would I do it now? No, I wouldn't do it now. But this has been a present from a very good friend of mine, and I've been, saying this, and I think, I'm going to give it a try, and I'm going to test it and see how it performs. So far, so good. Everything I've seen is an improvement from this one, but I wouldn't go and spend 140 and 150 bucks on a new controller when I have this one that is actually working. If you have the previous controller, the basic Xbox controller, would you change it? Yes, definitely, definitely. This is a massive improvement. Paddles you might not get used to at the start. It might be a bit more difficult for you, but the paddles are a massive change. Since I got used to use the paddles on my previous Elite, I have never come back to a normal controller. Just for the fact that it just feels good. It just feels good. This one feels amazing. It's just smaller. It feels more like the classic controller, but with the Elite features. That one is bigger because you have all the Elite features, and it had to be bigger because you need to fit more things into it. They gone all out with this one. I actually do like it. It's a lot. It's a lot. The weight is a massive difference. There's a massive difference on the weight, and you can the touch on the controller is actually really good. Problem with the previous ones, the grips on the back. These grips right here, these ones, they used to come off. These grips used to come off. I had to glue this one back because they came off with the sweat and everything with your hands. You're holding your controller and they came off. These ones, they seem to be like implemented with the controller already. So they like fitting on the controller already all the way to the back. So I'm hoping the flow doesn't happen again. It doesn't have the same flow as the other one and they come off. I hope that doesn't happen. Yeah, so I mean that's been it for the controller. I think it is a really good controller, and I hope it performs as it cost. Other than that, thank you very much, guys. Remember, I stream Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Mixer, Lorval Gaming, your boy LVG. Just come check me out. Give us a thumbs up. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.